Mr. Speaker, sir, reply to start question 103A. Sir, the DERT as an academic authority for the purposes of Section 29 of the Act has initiated the following activities as mandated under the RTE Act 2009 and the Nuclear Right to Children to Free and Compulsory Education Rules 2011, Section 22, Part 2A, B, C, and Part 3, 1, for laying down the curriculum and evaluation procedure. The academic authority is in its final stage of bringing out the first state curriculum framework. A task force has been constituted for this and have carried out numerous rounds of consultation, Section 22, 2A. 2. The DRT has developed the Material Learning Enrichment for Academic Development (MLEAD) platform as mandated in the RTE Act 2009, Section 22, 2B for the in-service teachers training. It is a 6-month professional development course for teachers to be offered through online and offline mode. A web portal too is in a trial stage for the same. 3. As per RTE Act 2009, the state rules, Section 22, 2C guidelines and working models for putting into practice a continuous and comprehensive assessment has been piloted successfully in 800 schools. The same will be rolled out in 21-22. 4. For the Section 22, Part 3, the Academic Authority has designed and implemented a process of holistic school quality assessment on a regular basis through the Meghalaya State School Improvement Program, MSIP. It has trialed successfully in 800 schools and was recently rolled out by the Directorate of School Education and Literacy in all elementary schools in the state. 5. For the school development/improvement planning on the preparation of the school development plan for the purpose of Section 22 and Section 14 of Meghalaya RTE Act states rules, the same has been factored in under the Meghalaya School Improvement Program. All total of 1,069 schools have registered and uploaded their school improvement plan for 2021. 6. The Meghalaya State Government has notified and constitute the State Commission on Protection of Child Rights, MSCPRCR, in 2014, and POCSO Act has been notified and implemented in all schools in Meghalaya in 2017. On coverage of elementary education till class 8, in the state has an access ratio of 93% in elementary education. 8. Notification rules on the RTE Amendment Act 2019 has been notified. 9. The learning outcome have been incorporated in the state RTE rules. 10. Notification on no corporal punishment has been notified and implemented. 11. Notification banning private tuition has also been notified. 12. Working days notified for primary a minimum of 200 days and upper primary a minimum of 220 days. 13. Notification on decentralization grievances redressal mechanism was also notified. 14. Notification on teachers grievance redressal mechanism. 15. Name of local authority notified RTE compliance as per Section 19 of RTE Act regarding norms and standards for schools. B. Sir, at the moment the Education Department has no information on the matter as no empirical study has been undertaken on this area. However, it can be taken up as an area of study to understand the current perception and come up with other significant findings for the policy matter and correction. C. No, sir. D. Sir does not arise in view of C above. E. Sir, the state has no such policy of discrimination between any category for admission in educational institution under RTE Act. F. Sir, the following details. 1. The first education policy for Meghalaya was finalized in the year 2018. The State Cabinet approved the Meghalaya State Education Policy 2018 on 21st September 2018. 2. It will be implemented simultaneously with the National Education Policy NEP 2020 as its guiding principles are almost identical to NEP 2020. A core group have already been constituted for consultation and implementation of NEP 2020. G. Yes, sir. H. Sir, the following details are the details. 1. Under the vision of and mission statement of Meghalaya State Education Policy, Section 129 states that vocational education and entrepreneurship will be strengthened to empower the youth to take advantage of the economic opportunities and to enhance their ability to contribute to social and commercial activity and wider society. 2. The broad goal of MSEP 2 under the Section 2.4 ensures equitable access from primary to tertiary technical, vocational education and training, TVET, and promote lifelong learning. 3. The vocational education in the state of Meghalaya was implemented in the year 2017 under the Rashtriya Madhyamik Shiksha Abhiyan RMSA and funded by the Ministry of Education, Government of India in all the 11 districts. Altogether, there are 25 existing government schools availing this scheme, and 30 new schools were approved will be implemented in this academic session 2020-21. 4. The vocational sector includes IT/TTIES, tourism, electronic, beauty and wellness, agriculture, healthcare, and multi-skillings. The scheme of studies and courses are being collaborated with the vocational partners such as Orient, EduTech, IIM Limited, Laksh, Empower Prakriti, and SIBIN. All these partners are empaneled by the National Skills Development Council, and the course being developed by Pandit Sundarlal Sharma Central Institute of Vocational Education, PSS CIVE, and NCRT, New Delhi. 5. In the state of Meghalaya, the course has been duly recognized by MBOS as an additional subject in the secondary section and elective subject in the higher secondary. 6. Altogether, there are 45 numbers of vocational trainers, 2,549 students in existing 25 government schools. The annual work plan 2021 of Samagriya Shiksha Abhiyan Meghalaya shall intensify the coverage of vocational education towards aided school as well in a phased manner. I, sir, does not rise in view at G above.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. I would like to appreciate the department through you, Honorable Minister in charge of education, for taking prompt action with a positive replies to all my questions which have been put forth. Since the information are given, are providing to me, so I'll be going through. So only few supplement I would like to put before the House through you, Mr. Speaker, sir. So in comparing with this RTE, and then with also came in place the NEC or NEP, National Education Policy, then right to education. So it will be really a blessing for the state and for the nation. But as a matter of fact, sir, I'd just like to get a clarity from Honorable Minister, whether in answer B, whether this RTI will improve the education status of the student or not. Because this act is forced the student to get promotion, even if they get stopped or even if they fail in the class where they are. What I mean to ask, if a student who are not been promoted or who are not passed the exam, they are being detained. He or she should detain in the same class. But through this act implies clearly that they should promote, even if they fail.
Minister.
Sir, we implement the Act, and the Act is meant for accessibility for the student community and also to improve the education in the state of Meghalaya. So, yes, sir, this Act is being implemented in the state of Meghalaya.
Yes, sir, understood clearly about the implementation of this Act. But my question to you, Mr. Speaker, sir, whether this Act will serve the purpose. Because why we are concerned, we need to start from the scratch, like when it comes to education. This is the moment that we are hoping for the future, bright future of the coming generation. Because of that, so I put a question, whether this RTE will improve the education status of the student or not.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. So may I put more supplement? Sir, question to B. So I would like to put a question. Like the government deny the fact. As my question, that private educational institutions are more preferable than the government institution. Why? Maybe the teaching quality, maybe standard of teaching.
You'll ask a question or you will give a reply?
No.
Put a question, please.
I'm putting a question.
Yeah, better.
No, because since the minister in charge denied the fact that, relating to my question, stating that educational institutions are more preferable, private educational institutions are more preferable than the government institution. While seeing the reply, the government denied the fact. So because of that, I'm putting more supplement. Maybe because of the teaching quality, maybe your standard of teaching, which I mean to say, maybe the lack of seriousness.
So, I have already stated in B that, sir, that at the moment the education department has no information on the matter, as no empirical study has been taken in this area. So I have stated that we have not studied regarding why the private institution is more preferable than the government institution. But in regarding the teachers, the quality of teachers, the government institutions are far better compared to any other. But as I said that since there is no study, I cannot say right now, sir.
Okay, hope the minister in charge will take serious on this. As we have seen, empirical study. So 49 years it had been gone through, another few months. We are going to celebrate 50th anniversary. Anyway, so because why I'm seeing this, like our duty bound is not just to provide things which needed in the school institution. Like as per my knowledge, I mean, in Joy Government School, girls and boys. May I know from the government whether it's true, whether this is a fact, that the school had been receiving the computers, which is the requirement. But the saddest part is that no teachers available. Is it true?
Sir, teaching of computer is being provided in the Joy Government High Secondary schools.
Okay. So
It's the last question.
I have two more, sir.
I wish.
Okay, so if we talk about the question to C, answer is no, sir. Whether does the reservation policy discriminate between Khasi and Garo for admission to educational institution? Why I'm bringing this issue? I need to discuss, and this issue I need to bring for, I need to review, to revisit, because now it has been passed since the time of inception of a state. So why I'm bringing this issue? I have seen that discrimination is there among us, Khasi and Garo. Why I'm saying Khasi? Khasi comprising Ukhrem, Upanar, Bohiwar, Mara, Mulingam, Upai, Khasi, Bayar. Why I'm using only Khasi with Garo? So why? Sir, this is a matter of great concern to the state as a whole, because we need to get a quality candidate, we need to get a good administration, we need to get a good governance because of that. So we have seen the impartiality through this, reservation policy, which I fail to understand why till date it's still called or classed as a policy. I don't know whether it is true policy or it may be a conspiracy. So, sir, I have to use that word. I'm so sorry, because why? We have seen the unfairness, the unjust amongst community. May I get a clarification from the ministers?
Sir, the reply is clearly that no, sir. So, in RTE Act, there is no reservation, sir.
Yes, go on.
Sir, let me also rise and take the opportunity to congratulate the Education Department on all of the replies at start question 103. So prior to the formalization of the education policy, legislators were also consulted. May we request, sir, through you, that all MLAs should be given an opportunity to understand all of these various implementations and efforts put in by the government in some sort of a seminar, so that we may be enlightened and we may also know the different efforts put in, and we may also help to assist in further implementation of this important policy in this state.
Minister.
Mr. Speaker, sir, if you recall in the House, before finalizing this policy, I have circulated to each and every member of the House the draft policy. After circulating the draft policy, then only we finalize it. And I agree with the honorable member that we need to see how to implementation. That is very. Now we have formed the committee under the chairmanship of Principal Secretary to study the national education policy and also to see what it is there with a national education policy and the Maclear State education policy. So after that, then I think whatever the honourable member has mentioned is a very good suggestion. We'll take that suggestion into account.